Raider Nation? This is Duntov. Today I am at the Raiders Allegiant Stadium. Right now I'm on Hacienda. We are looking at the north entry. So today's a big day. It is Monday, October 4th, 2021. So of course today is the Monday night football game, Raiders against the Chargers. So it is in our second home, Sofi Stadium. I wish I was gonna be there, but I gotta work tonight, so no luck. So everyone that's there, from what I'm hearing, they're predicting about 75% Raiders fans. So they're gonna black out SoFi Stadium today. So let's go there and get that win. Be 4-0. All right, so what I'm gonna do today, I got my phone on my gimbal. I'm just gonna walk around the stadium. I haven't done a walk around lately. So I'm walking down Hacienda right now. You can see across the street there, that's lot N. And if you look at that sign there, it also says that it's the ride share lot. So ride share lot, so Uber and Lyft, you got to go over there to pick it up. All right, so I'm crossing the street here. This street right here is Allegiant Stadium way. So we're heading over here by lot B. So they got the big tents. Remember, to go to a Raiders game, you got to be at least partially vaccinated. So you either, if you're fully vaccinated, you could use the Clear app on your phone and download all your information. If not, you have to come to this tent. Now, my wife did it on game day, the last home game, and it was a long line. So if you're in town before the game, they open these up like, I think, 2 days before. You could just stop by and get your wristband. I highly recommend that because it was a long line to get verified. So this also, you can see on this door here, there's a sign, vaccination entrance. Sorry for trying to get this gimbal to work right. All right, so you can get your first vaccination here also if you want to come and get it done here, and then you could go into the game. You just have to wear a mask. If you're fully vaccinated, no mask required. All right, so I'm gonna walk around. We'll walk around this west side first, and then we'll go check out the field area, and then the screen. So the Prismview Media Mesh. I stopped by on the way home from work last week. I saw them, they were doing the flag screen. All right, so when I stopped last week, I was talking to one of the crew that actually works on the screen. So he says it's pretty much done. They were waiting. It's this week sometime. It's gonna get, the big bosses are coming to check it out. So we'll see if they approve everything. Because as of right now, they still haven't been using it, just checking out the flag. They do the flag so they could see the video on it, to see where they have to, what's it called? Like if they had any little glitches or like flashes on the screen, then they could check cables and the panels to see what needs adjusted. But that's about all they're allowed to show on there. They can't show any Raiders content to test it. That's all Allegiant Stadium and the Raiders organization that could do all that stuff. Okay, so we are in lot A right now. This is the west side, Polaris is down this way here. So if you come in this way, this is the MGM Resorts West VIP entrance on this side. So you have to have club seats on the home field side to be able to come in this way. Let's see what we got here. So there's a sign there that says West Club and Suite Entrance. So it's club seat sections 131 through 137. And then the suites also. Alright, so right now there's like no wind. I think it's about 80 degrees or so. We're supposed to get to like close to 90 today, but then tomorrow's going to be about 80. And then what they were saying for this weekend coming up, I think it's going to be in the 70s. So we're getting, better tailgating weather. The last two home games, the tailgating was a little bit hot. So now it's going to start changing where perfect tailgate weather's coming up. All right, we're gonna go down here. So this is still lot A. I've never noticed this before, but I've seen it on the big screen. This lot A is sponsored by Karma Auto. So Karma used to be Karma Fisker Auto, Karma Fisker, and they it's an electric car, so it was out for a little while, then I think they got bought out by somebody else, and they do advertise on the big Yesco sign along the east side. So now they're like an official sponsor of lot A. This is lot K here behind the fence. That's where the satellite trucks are always at when they, broadcast the games. Alright. So on this gimbal, it's not letting me zoom. So not much zooming today, but we're going to be on this side. So this is Polaris. You can see we got lot W. This is one of the pay lots, of course. So you got lot W here, and then right next to it, this is one of the old construction buildings, but now it's the West Bag Check. Trying to see the zoom. Zoom stops on not even one-time zoom, so I can't zoom. But there's the West Bag Check. If you got a big bag, you are not allowed to bring them in the stadium. So you have to pay to check it in there if you don't have like a car or something to go put it back in. So you need, remember, clear bags only, or just small bags. I don't know how well you can see it, but you got lot W here, and back behind it, this is bugging me why I can't zoom today, but there's a sign back there that says taxis, and it's pointing down that way. So I'm trying to figure out how on the road you get to it, but you pick up taxis. So this is like this building here, on the sign on it says teammate headquarters. So that's where a lot of the workers go. I think you go in there and check in. But down that way it says taxi. So I don't know if you walk through lot W. That's where the sign's showing. Alright, I'm messing around. I got the zoom to work a little. So here we go again. This is lot W. right here. But straight ahead, there's like an opening here, it looks like, where it has the fencing. And that's where you could walk through there to get to that other little street up there and get the taxis. So that's something new I never noticed. So right next to the teammate headquarters and lot W, looks like you could walk through next to lot W and get down there to pick up taxis. Okay, so this is by the southwest entry on the west side again. We'll walk over this way and see. We'll walk towards the field and see what's going on. So the reflection on the building, we can see the grass. You can see it up in there. So we'll go check it out. Figure we're gonna have the short week then because of the Monday night game. They usually, if you're in town, they usually move the field into the stadium. So if it's a Sunday game, usually like the Friday night is when they'll start moving the field in. So if you wanted to see it, I've been here a couple times where they're like moving it in, but I think it takes about 45 minutes. But it's pretty cool. So if you're around, you know, maybe Friday night, come and see if it's in or not. All right, so let's look across the street again. This is lot S. So this lot, they just recently paved it. I think for the first home game, the last Monday night game, it was still dirt. And then now you can see they got it paved. So it looks like right now looks like the crew might be drilling holes to put a fence around it, putting a fence post up. Not sure, but that's what it seems like. All right, here we are. Here's the field. We can see right now there are no stripes painted on it. You can see a little bit. I don't know how well you can see now through the fencing, but you can see the Raiders shield just very lightly. And then in the end zones, very lightly, I could see the, you know, where it says Raiders. I know right now looking through this fence, can't see much, but and then they have the bleachers lined up all the way around. So remember, they always have to remove those bleachers to slide the field in and out. So UNLV, you know, they also play here, so they played an away game this past weekend. And UNLV is off this weekend. And then I think they play Utah State or Utah someone next Saturday, following week. So nothing else going on at the stadium except for this Sunday's game against Chicago. So if you are coming to the game, I'll be sitting in different seats this time. I'll be sitting in section 412. So if you're around section 412, stop by and say hi. It should be my son and I there. So 412. All right, this is lot J. So now I haven't been to any of the off-site lots on game day to see how tailgating is. But just my experience right now, just from walking around on the game days on property, Lot J seems like it's the happening lot right now. And it's still not as busy as I thought it would be. But when you're in Lot J, this whole row that's along Polaris, this is when you see me walking in my other videos where it's full of tents all the way down. That's this row right here. So this is like the happening area. And then when you get to the second row, it's probably about half. So, there could be a lot more. I do notice closer it gets to game time, it's mainly just a lot of cars driving in to, come and park and go in. Not as much tailgating, which kind of sucks because I couldn't get a tailgating spot. And, it would have been good to have a spot in this section. All right, if we look though up here at, this is along Russell Road. You can see there's another alternate screening tent. That one I think is only open on game days. I haven't seen it open like for the pre-screening the couple days before. So if you are coming before the games, like the day or two before, go to Lot B. All right, so let's head on down this way. You can see the security here. Of course, any deliveries coming for the stadium, they got to go through the screening and then they'll let you down the ramp. And that ramp takes you down by the filtre area, and you could drive underneath the, you could drive right under the stadium. Alright, so we're walking up right now. This will take us by Lot H and Lot G. There, this guy, see, he's going in now. So if you look down there, they actually have, you can see one of them, see that barrier there? They look like ramps. Let's see if we can see if it pops up the other side. It's pretty secure. There you go, you can see them popping up there. So you're not getting in if they don't want you in there. Because those things, like, go down into the ground. Okay, this is Lot H. So if you take the shuttles, I've talked to a few people that have taken the shuttles from like the M, I know it's the M Resort, and then it might be I think Santa Fe, Red Rock Casino, a bunch of casinos around town. This is where you get dropped off along Dean Martin. You'll be dropped off on Dean Martin, and it's like $2 each way, so $4 round trip to park for free at those places and ride in. So you can see all the rocks. They drop you off on the road down there, and then when it's time to leave, they used to have big flags up that would say, if you're going to M or Green Valley, or it'll tell you, and you just wait there, and the buses, I guess, just keep coming and you just jump on. So $4 each way. I mean $2 each way, $4 round trip. So you can't beat that. So if you're looking, if you have a car and you don't have parking on site or don't want to pay, I know some of the hotels are $40, $50. If you don't want to pay that, then try that out. And the M Resort, that's close to the headquarters. That one, they also have the Raiders Tavern and Grill. So if you You know, it's a good place. Pretty much it is the home of the Raiders. It's their hotel for the headquarters. So go to the M, you could eat in the tavern and then get on the bus and come over here to the stadium for the game. All right, we're gonna walk down this way. Okay, here's some, let's see what these boxes say. I showed these before in a video, but now they have like a sign on them. Left or lost belongings. All right, so I think these are for, also I showed earlier in the video where you can see you could turn in some, you know, what do I want to say? If you have a big package, so you could, I think you could do the same thing with these. I'm not sure how you do them, but so I don't see anywhere to pay. All right, this is lot F. And now we're gonna show the crews are working on the media mesh. When I drove up, nobody was there yet, so you can see the flag. So from this angle, with the sun, it's not real bright, but as we get closer, let's see how it goes. So from here, it appears like they got all of the trim work on the stadium right now. Yeah, because last time I was out here, they pretty much just didn't have the trim on this left side, like where the tip right there. So from here, you can see it's all done already. All right, as I'm walking up here to lot E, if you look at the light pole here, like this one that says lot E, E2. So you can see they got the little poles sticking out of the side of them, where they're supposed to have like a little flag. I thought they would have some Raiders flags up, but as you can see, there's nothing on it. You know, right here on each side. I'm just surprised they don't have anything on them yet. It looks like most of the poles have those on there, but nothing yet. So that screen's looking really good. All right, if we look kind of where he is on the lift, so that's probably the area he's working on right now. You can see it's a little different color. It's like a little brighter. If you look at that star, then you can notice it more. So that's the kind of stuff that they gotta keep testing. And you know, they said either it could be just the cable that needs replaced, or you know, maybe a bad connection, or the panel itself. So that's what they're doing right now. They're fine-tuning everything to try to get any little glitches, and you know, just to get it all cleaned up. It's supposed to be, from what I was told, it's supposed to have the inspection from the, I'm assuming the Raiders bigwigs this week. It's looking good. It's you can hear all these helicopters coming. They're usually like the Grand Canyon tours. They'll have like 4 or 5 helicopters all go at the, you know, out at the same time, and then they all come back at the same time. All right, so this screen, it's a little bit lighter than it normally is when I'm out here. You know, I know they can control all that stuff, so. So if we look at the trim work, they got the trim all the way around. So that's done. They just get the fine tuning and hopefully they start using this. So there was, I don't know if you guys follow Mick Akers. He's from the Las Vegas Review-Journal, which is the local Las Vegas newspaper. He had some video on his Twitter where he was showing the flag at night. I mean, it really popped. I go to work, I'm driving into work about 2:30 in the morning, and I did not see, it's not on when I'm going at 2:30 in the morning, so I haven't seen it lit up at night yet. Alright, so if we look, you can see where that top left area is flashing right now, so that's the kind of stuff they're fine-tuning. So it just appears like that one guy's the only one working on it right now. All right, he's going back up now. We'll hang out a little bit. Maybe he picked up something to switch out. So he just got back up on the lift. We're gonna see if we could see what he's like working on. So remember, I am on my cell phone, so I can't zoom in like I do with my camera. So from here, it looks like he's pulling out. Yeah, he's pulling forward one of the panels. Sorry for the movement. My gimbal is going up and down by itself. So he pulled the one panel up ahead a little bit. You can see how the stars keep flashing on and off whatever he's working on. Now it's actually the part below his bucket that's not on. All right, he just took out the whole panel there. Guy looks like he's on the phone right now. I can't see up close enough, but there you go. They're dialing in the panels. All this side looks really good. I don't see any glitches whatsoever. It's just a lot lighter today, so they don't have it turned up as bright as it would normally be. There's a little bit of the strip. So that Michelob Ultra Arena, that is part of MGM. It's their company. It's at Mandalay Bay. If you remember, Mark Davis bought the WNBA team, the Las Vegas Aces. That's where they play over there. So they're in the playoffs now. I just heard something that I think they lost yesterday, so they got to start winning. I don't remember if it's best of 5 or best of 7, but I think they're do or die now. The next game, they got to win or they're out. So hope they could keep it going. Alright, I was just walking up to get some just some little video clips for my Instagram, and you can see now they're putting some advertisements on there. You got the Rolling Stones. Oh, now we got the flag back. But it's brighter than it was before when I was walking around. Looking good. So that's pretty much what I think it'll be used for. You see how they had the Rolling Stones advertisement up there, so I'm guessing it's going to be used for that, you know, just showing any stadium, you know, stadium stuff. So there is someone there with looks like he's got a computer, so I think he's probably the one controlling everything right now. And then if we look at that top left corner, you can see that glitch is gone, as well as the different color. Oh, we just had a glitch there now. Spoke too soon. But remember, it had that like brighter panel, so that's gone, but now it's flickering on and off. So we'll hang around a little bit more. I could see the guy on the lift. He's gonna go back up there, so maybe he's gonna try something. Okay, so you can see all the trim work is in. can see him on the phone there, and he's actually talking to this guy that's down here, it looks like. Telling him what panel, I guess, to check. He just took out one of these panels up here, working on something. Putting the panel back. There you go. So you just snap that panel back in, but now you can see it's like a different color. I think that's where they, have to kind of get it programmed. See how it's like darker. I wish I knew what day they were going to come out to do the presentation for the Raiders people for the screen. Because I know last year before they, redid the screen, when they were showing the screen then, they were showing like game highlights, stuff like that on the screen. So that'd be pretty good to get some of that on video. So if anyone watching this has connections and knows when, message me so I could look that up and try to get out here. All right, so we're almost all the way around here. All right, so we're walking up. This is lot D. So lot D is the only lot that is not available to tailgate in. You can see it's pretty much like front row parking right next to this the north entry. So this is lot D, the only non-tailgating lot. All right, so we're walking up this way. There's a lot of people in line. I don't have my watch on, so I think it's probably about 10:15. But the store doesn't open up until 11. But right now, I think this is for the stadium tours. You can see there's some people lined up in this north entry lot. So that's my guess. It's for the tours. So if I'm not mistaken, tours might start at 10 or 10:30. All right, I guess that's all we got for today. So let's get that win tonight against the Chargers at our second home, Sofi Stadium. So don't forget, treat it as a home game. If you're going there, wear your black, not your away game white. You're gonna black out the stadium tonight. Okay, Raider Nation, everyone, thanks for watching, and I'll talk with you guys next time.